It begins with a beautiful little girl, a laughter once as pure as the babbling brooks, and a heart as pristine as the azure skies. In a tranquil countryside, where rolling hills stretch as far as the eye could see, air bore the sweet scent of blooming flowers, a tale of innocence twisted by vengeance and hatred took root. But as the years unfurled, innocence withered into a sinister darkness, and the girl transformed into a harbinger of death. A path led to a chilling destiny, one which would have mercilessly extinguished the lives of hundreds of men, driven by a relentless thirst for revenge and an unquenchable wellspring of hatred. This is a tale of transformation, of how the idyllic countryside birthed the heart of darkness, and how the world would soon come to know Baba Anujka. Anna's story begins in Romania 1838. Her father was a wealthy cattleman, ensuring a comfortable upbringing. At the age of 11, she moved to Vladimirovich, a Serbian village where she received a robust education and continued to live a relatively prosperous life. It was at age 20 where life took a dark turn. Anna fell deeply in love with a young Austrian military officer. Tragically, he left her heartbroken and infected with syphilis, marking a harrowing chapter in her life. Taking solace, she eventually married an older man with whom she had 11 children. Sadly, only one survived, bringing immense grief to the mother. Anna's transformation into the infamous serial killer, Baba Anujka, commenced after her husband's passing, only 20 years after her marriage. She established a laboratory within her home, crafting her own concoctions, which she began selling to her unsuspecting neighbors. Her intellect was shown as she taught herself 5 different languages, and her laboratory expertise in chemistry earned her a reputation as a skilled herbalist. She garnered a respectable income by selling remedies to villagers, but her fame would soon be overshadowed by infamy. Anna's lethal journey began with her brewing mixtures tailored to make military men ill enough to evade conscription without causing death. However, her most sinister service was her love potions. These potions were in truth deadly poisons marketed to women trapped in abusive marriages, desperately seeking an escape. When a distressed woman entered Anna's lab, she would quietly inquire, "How heavy is that problem?" The seemingly innocent question concealed a dark code, inquiring about the intended victim's weight. From there, it was up to the customer to administer the poison, laced with arsenic and toxic plants, ultimately leading to the man's death within a week. In her malevolent career, Baba Anujka claimed the lives of at least 50 individuals, with some estimates reaching as high as 150 men. A reign of terror remained unchecked for decades until the wheels of justice finally began to turn. Stena Momirov, one of Anna's frequent customers, purchased the infamous love potions 3 times. Witnessing 3 deaths, suspicions arose, leading to Stena's arrest. She ultimately disclosed the true source of the potions, Baba Anujka. In 1929, with Anna at the ripe age of 90, the truth emerged. She vehemently denied selling poisons to women, but her clients, including Stena Mimorov, asserted they had no knowledge of the deadly nature of their purchases. The trial concluded with a guilty verdict, and Baba Nuchka was sentenced to life in prison. While justice was served, it's worth questioning its true impact. Life sentence for a 90-year-old is hardly a severe punishment. Ultimately, after just 8 years behind bars, she was released due to advanced age. She returned to Vladimirovek, where she spent her final 2 years of her life. Baba Anuchka defies the typical image of a serial killer. Motivated by a psychopathic thirst for blood, the story is far more intricate. She was indeed a serial killer responsible directly or indirectly for numerous deaths. Yet she also addressed a genuine issue faced by many women: forced marriages with no apparent escape. To those women who bought her potions, Baba Anushka may have both been a killer and, strangely, their savior.